If you're defrauding Medicare, listen carefully, if you're defrauding Medicare, start running, because we are coming for you. Don't walk, run away. For some reason that I don't understand and no one has been able to explain to me, on December 19th, 11 days before it's supposed to take effect, it was withdrawn. I'd like someone in Sacramento to explain why that happened. Why is the state of California not willing to help deal with the theft of federal tax dollars?
Many of these defendants, some who you've heard of already, are nurses as well as psychologists, not only violated the respective oaths they made, but stole money intended for people who are terminally ill.
In places like here in California, in my home state of New York, in Minnesota and Illinois, failed leadership and broken or no guardrails has led to individuals taking advantage of these resources. From our partners is the fact that these people have been convicted over and over again. It is a revolving door of justice. But now we have leaders who are willing to listen to law enforcement professionals, who want to prosecute these cases and want to hold people accountable. That's what the American people should want. It shouldn't be a Republican or Democrat issue. This is an American issue.
It says right here, it says breaking. It says the White House Fraud Task Force has taken down the first target in California. Huge. The first target in California. The feds are here for a reason. California was giving out thousands of hospice licenses to people unqualified. No oversight. And of course, taxpayers are paying for it ever. Okay, here we go. Check this out.
This morning, federal law enforcement conducting raids across Southern California targeting alleged healthcare fraudsters. William Lajeunesse has more from Covina, California. That's just east of L.A. You've been on this story for a while. What happened?
Good morning, Dana. Yeah, this is the first takedown for the new White House Fraud Task Force. They arrested two owners of two hospices here in greater Los Angeles. They're accused of collectively stealing about $16 million from taxpayers. And this money was intended, right, for compassionate end-of-life care for the terminally ill. Here's some video we shot earlier today of the FBI making those arrests of a husband and wife. He a doctor, she a nurse, co-owners of the St. Francis Palliative Care Hospice in Glendale. And what they were doing was this, admitting people who were not qualified for hospice, but billed the government as if they were, about $30,000 per patient. When the benefits ran out, they dropped them. Here's the kicker. Nationally, 80% of adults admitted or people admitted to hospice die, and usually in the first few weeks. Here, almost nobody died. After 8 months, 97% left alive.
They've been bilking the taxpayers for over $7 million, close to $8 million, and it's all total fraudulent hospice services. They were signing up people who are not terminally ill. They were forging the documents, the medical records, and they were collecting taxpayer dollars. And they've been charged, and this morning they were arrested.
Here's another arrest down in Topanga Hospice, and here they were paying kickbacks to the patients, giving them $600 a month in an envelope. That's because they were getting reimbursed from the feds about $6,000 a month. Now, they are also paying marketers to find seniors and take their Medicare card. They bilked the government for about $8 million, not eligible, and they were not terminally ill.
The name of this endeavor is Project Never Say Die, because the folks who are in the nursing and the hospice facilities owned by this couple and their family don't seem to ever pass away.
So the feds are here for a reason. California was giving out thousands of hospice licenses to people who are unqualified, no oversight, and of course taxpayers have been paying for it ever since. Dana?
Okay, we're going to follow this one. Thank you, William. This morning.
Wow, apparently this did happen today, guys. This actually happened today. So this is healthcare fraud crackdown, guys, in California. This actually happened today, guys. Yes, it says the FBI in the newly formed White House Fraud Task Force, and I saw Dr. Oz at the scene. Wow, I like to see Dr. Oz right there. He seems like he's an honest guy, right? Dr. Oz was there, too. Forrest was arrested. A married couple from San Dimas, California. This is today. They did this today, guys, for allegedly defrauding Medicare of $7.45 million to sham hospice operations. That's just one location, guys. It was other it totaled over $16 million in California, and they're still looking for more. Don't think they're done. No. They're probably some are running now. They got most of them. It says here, suspects targeted with identified as Glenwyn Gill, a doctor, and it was a psychologist. And look at this. Co-owners of the hospice was 626 hospices. It was crazy here. I'm going to tell you what's really more. The locations also, once again, was San Dimas, where the FBI SWAT personnel executed the arrest warrant. It said the scheme. This was a scheme, guys. Pay attention to the scheme. The operators allegedly admitted patients who were not terminally ill and billed Medicare from Pavilius services that were either medically unnecessary or never provided. They never provided it, or it was unnecessary. Hey, this is even crazier, guys. This is the red flag. Statistical red flag here is the hospice exhibited a staggering 97% survival rate. 97% survival rate among patients after 5 years, contrasting sharply from the national average where most hospice patients pass away within weeks of enrollment. Within weeks of an enrollment, they pass away, the national average. But yet these suckers here had a 97% survival rate after 5 years. This is what they were doing with our tax dollar money over and over again. Look at that. They got them now. Got you. Guys, they were... It was crazy. And they were giving them a 10% kickback. They were getting like crazy, giving them some patients all kind of, they were getting exotic with this, guys. They had all different schemes with this one. They were getting more and more because no one was checking them. Here it is, guys. This operation is part of a broader federal crackdown on healthcare fraud in Southern California, led by the U.S. Attorney, this would say California, U.S. Attorney Bill Ashley. It says here, and it says overseen by Dr. Oz, which we saw there was overseen by Dr. Oz, the administrator for the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, the CMS. The task force scope, this was their scope, guys. The officials announced a total of 15 defendants in this initial wave. They said this is the initial wave of arrests, and more than half specifically accused of hospice-related fraud. Wow. The reason problem, the CBS News, this is what CBS News investigated previously, identified that over 700 out of the 1,800 hospice in Los Angeles County, this is Los Angeles County, guys, which is one of the world's largest county. I mean, the largest county in the United States as far as area. It says trigger multiple red flags for fraud, such as clustering dozens of companies in single office buildings. Oh my guys, they had all these different things in one office building. That'll do it every time. Yeah, that's what they were doing in Minnesota, too. They had all kinds of stuff in small locations. Voter fraud. They have an abandoned building with hundreds of people living there with addresses on the voter ID roll. And there's abandoned buildings and there's no voter fraud. Please. You have hundreds of people in an abandoned building. Here goes previous major cases. Here it says this recent raid, dealing with this case, guys. This recent raid follows a separate $16 million Medicare fraud scheme involving 5 individuals from the San Fernando Valley who were sentenced in late 2025 for using their identities of foreign nationals to run for scam hospice. So that's where it previously came from, guys. They were running one, identifying foreign nationals to run for sham hospices. That's how they had to know. That's how they got these right here. You can't believe this. You know why? Because guess what? Nick Shirley busted this wide open well before this happened. Nick Shirley was telling guys, it's weird. These numbers are outrageous. People are calling him up and telling him. It's crazy. It is crazy over and over again. It goes. But you know what? I can say this into these blue states, these sanctuary states have done some weird things, and the prices goes up and up and higher. This is why things get higher and more expensive when fraud and abuse happens here. I just hope someone got a cut out of it, right? I hope someone got a tip, because you know what? Now they have a tip, and you get 30%. 30% if you tell someone about a scheme or fraud that happened. I hope someone got the 30% tip on that one. Let's see what else is going on here, guys.